So folks, here we are in the mountains with our black Onyx ArkPro Ultra. And so let's start having some fun with this. So we'll go ahead and go right to turbo mode right here with a quick double press. And we have this wonderful floodlight feature. So that's one of the great things about the ArkPro and the ArkPro Ultra series is that you have that capability of switching between the floodlight, where just look at how we just light up this whole area here and we just totally flood it, to where if we want to go to spotlight and get a much more focused beam, we can. But the cool thing with it is, notice how at the lower part of the screen, we get kind of a nice cutoff there. So let's say that if I wanted to walk with this somewhere, I can get a nice beam out further in the distance, but also too, I can actually see where I'm walking and the different things I might be stepping on. And so right in front of me, I get a really good kind of coverage in terms of light there with that. So that works really well. Get that good beam at a distance to pick things up at a distance, but then the nice kind of beam down here where I can kind of see what's in front of me as well. So perfect with that. If we need to adjust the brightness, we'll go ahead and we'll turn it on here. We can use our finger on the button here and just hold it down and cycle through all the different brightness levels from low to high. And when we reach one that we're happy with, then we can go ahead and stop. And so, you know, the lower modes too are good, where you want to conserve the battery, but you can see here, like right in front of me on the lower mode here, plenty enough to walk around whatever and do what I need to do if I had to walk somewhere at night or something like that. And in the lower mode, you'll definitely get a lot more conservation of the battery power as well. So that's the great thing with these lights, is that you can have the lower mode here that still sees, you know, out plenty of distance. But if we do need to go to the turbo mode real quick, you know, it's a quick double press, not the strobe. It's a quick double press like that, not a triple press finger. So, you know, you can see now where we really light it up really well there. So, and really take everything in. And then the spotlight here with this, let's cycle through the brightness here. And so you can see, like here on the lower mode, again, it's a thing of where, you know, we've got enough light to walk around or do basic tasks or whatever it might be. And if we need to raise up the brightness, just hold down the button a little bit and then hold down the button again to come up in brightness there. And there we go. So all the way from low to high. And then the moonlight mode here, if we need to activate that, you have to hold it down for just over a second and you'll get the moonlight mode. And so the moonlight mode, this is really if you need to conserve battery power, or also too, if you're trying to read a map or something like that and you just need just a little bit of light to do some simple task, but you don't need a ton of light, then the moonlight mode here is great. And also too, the battery conservation is significant as well. The Ultra's been out on the market for a while, but it's only been in one color. And with this, it is now in black Onyx. There's a very nice kind of brushed finish to it, but it is actually very, very smooth, the anodizing on it. So it's, you know, just like all the other ArkPros, very smooth surface. I've also found them very durable over 6 months of using them. Also, the Ultra is made of the OAL. So the OAL is basically OLIGHT's own proprietary metal blend, stronger than aluminum, stronger than the tensile strength of Ta2 titanium. So there is a price difference between this and the regular ArkPro. But if you're looking for that just total extra durability, this is going to be it right here. Now, one thing with the Ultra, probably a lot of folks are wondering also, there is again that price difference between this and the regular ArkPro. Well, one part of the price difference is that with the Ultra series of lights that OLIGHT has been putting out, they've been using in the Ultra lights their own proprietary LED. And with this, the whole idea behind it is a little bit of energy savings, but then also too, you get much better light at distance in terms of clarity and brightness. But then also, very importantly, especially at night, the idea behind this LED that they've developed is better color clarity when you're dealing with things up close. And all of us have experienced that with different lights where you might get a lot of washout or whatever, and you can't really see colors very well. And so with this, the idea is to make that a bit better. And so yes, there is a little bit of a price premium there, but to me, at the end of the day, I think it's absolutely worth it. Charging OLIGHT recently on a lot of their lights, they've been giving us 2 options, which is great. We now have a USB-C charging point here, which is great. All cell phones these days have pretty much gone to USB-C. There's many other things like on computers and stuff that they've gone to USB-C ports. So that's the great upgrade, I think, to give us that option. And then also too, we have the standard magnetic charging here where we can use the OLIGHT magnetic charging cord to go ahead and charge it up. The other thing too is that I like on the ArkPro series and ArkPro Ultra, they have this nice long clip here. I found this very useful. It has good tension on it, and then you can use it one of 2 ways. You can slide it, whatever you're doing, up underneath here, like in your pocket, whatever. And you can also use this clip here on the outside to put like on, the bill of a cap or something like that. One of the things I'm a big fan with the ArkPro series and the Ultra here, thing is that I like the ability to switch between either the spotlight or the floodlight. I find that extremely useful because there's a lot of times where you just want to kind of flood a particular area with light, and then other times where you want that more focused beam, but yet there's still a little bit of light cast to the side. So I have found that to be a big factor for me, and why I like to carry this as like an everyday carry light, because you just have that versatility there between the 2. Adjusting brightness is pretty easy, just holding down the button. It cycles between low, medium, high, and then if you need turbo mode, it's a quick double press, and right into turbo mode there you go. So if you do need turbo, you can just activate it, quick double press. So pretty easy to use in that sense. And if you do have to activate the strobe, quick triple press, and there you go with the strobe there. So the strobe, the interesting thing that I have found with this whenever I've been doing my filming with the drone is just how good the strobe function is in terms of if you do have to signal somebody from a distance, or someone's trying to find you at night, or something along those lines, that strobe function really helps quite a bit. There's also too the added feature of the UV light. So for me, usually the UV light, haven't used that too much yet, but all sorts of things like hotel room inspections, public bathroom inspections, checking for counterfeit money perhaps, searching for opal in Australia. There's all sorts of stuff you can use the UV light for. Pets making a mess in your house and stuff like that, and you're not sure where they're doing it, you can smell it. So things like that, where that UV light will come in handy for a lot of folks. We have our laser pointer right here. So I gave an ArkPro to my brother-in-law, and he uses his all the time in a factory. He works in sales. And so if he needs to point out something from a distance or whatever, he can just go ahead by using the button here on the side, activate that laser pointer and point out what he needs. They also have a higher setting here where if you do need that, you just have to keep in mind with the higher setting, don't point it in anybody's eyes. But usually myself, I just use the lowest setting and that works great. But anything you need to point out or whatever, you got that laser pointer right there for you. So lockout mode, easy to activate. Just hold the button down for 2 seconds and you'll see the little lock there come up. And then if you need to take it off, just long press on the center button there, and it'll go ahead and pop off, and then you're back in business. So again, folks, very highly functional, very capable. The black Onyx ArkPro Ultra, beautiful light. So many capabilities with it. It's phenomenal to use, great for everyday carry, easy to charge, and the battery life is really good with it as well. So anyways, folks, definitely check these out. These are beautiful lights, and I think also too, with the OAL metal, these things are going to last a long time, probably in 10 years or something, 20 years, we'll be talking about upgrades to them because the bodies on them will still be good. So anyways, folks, definitely check these out. Perfect everyday carry light, and we'll see you next time.